Right, just coming into the garage so I can do my bar install, the rear bar. I'll just come up onto the ramp here to hoist. Got me there somewhere. This will be the start of the rear bar install. Get it fitted up, see how it looks. I'll do all the wiring, get that done. I think it's going to look good. Okay, so I've lowered the hoist down onto the bar, and what I've done is I've actually just put one bolt in on the underside there, so now I can lift the bar back up and see how it looks instead of lying down. Looking alright so far. Time I get the rest of the bolts in, it'll be good. The bolts that they actually supply, this one's, is the wrong thread. They don't fit the nuts that's in there, the captive nuts which are welded on the inside of the chassis. They don't fit it. They're lucky we've got other ones here over in the bolt selection which fit. Same bolt, slightly bigger thread. So they're going on with bloody split washers and normal washers. So we'll get it back up in there now and see how it looks. Making sure they're not caught. Alright, it's better. Better working height now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll get that one tightened. That'll lift it back up level. Do the same on the other side. I'll get it done. I'm hoping that these will all have enough length to get over and through. I might have to put the wires through first, just to make sure they're going to fit through that gap when it's all tightened up. Cool. Okay, I got all the bolts all started. So they're all ready to get tightened up. They're in, all ready to be tightened. Now, because I had a tow bar on here before, which nobody seems to want for some reason, bloody cheap too, I already had the brackets inside the chassis rail. Now, this is the ones that they give you to go inside the rail, so you'd push them in with a wire, drop them into the hole, and then put a nut on them, and that lets you hold it. But I didn't need them, so I've got a slightly bigger bolt in there, which is good. And yeah, it lines up really good on the sides. I'll drop it once I tighten up 2 bolts, one either side, just to see where it's sitting. And that's looking good. Right, that's all the bolts tightened. So they're all in, all torqued up to the settings. Now it's a way to try and do this wiring. I haven't got a plug for the number plate lights. I'll have to maybe go and see if I can get a plug, or chop them and just connect them direct. See, and I'm going to wire up that ones for reversing. I'll wire them up into the panel in the front so they can be switched on separate, because obviously I've still got reversing lights on there, so I'll wire them up separate. You can use them for camping, leave them on. Tightened up the recovery point brackets and try and suss out how to connect all these back in. My airbag one is going to be the annoying one. I don't know where to put it. It's not long enough to go to the other side into that hole. Well, I could have had it. It's not long enough. But I'm sure I'll suss out something. If not, I'll just cable tie it underneath somewhere out the road. Don't need to touch them very often. Okay, everything else is on. I'm just cleaning up the reversing sensors, which is that one. That's the side marker one. That goes in that hole. I just knocked out and cleaned. I'll put a wee bit of rust paint on there. Same on this one. Just put a wee bit of rust paint onto that one. Get them installed. And still trying to think of what I'm going to do with these. I'll think of something. Oh yeah, soon be finished. That's me finished the back bar. Obviously that's the front. I'll walk through. The 3-inch exhaust. The back bar. All done. Spin around. All the wiring is done. Sensors are back in. All working good. Yeah. The glue I used to do the sensor is this stuff here. Good stuff. It says 1 minute, but it maybe takes about 3 minutes, roughly. And you can click the cap back on again. But it's good stuff. Glue the sensors back in, no worries. Drop it, go home.